वाला लो पहले क्रिस्पी जो
चल गया था नेट हो जाएगी चल रहा उसके ऊपर आपका वो रूम एक्सेस हो रही है चल इधर 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 ये सेट
उस
ऑडियो चेक करने का बोलता हूँ। ठीक ठीक।
जो भी होगा थोड़ा कुछ ऑडियो भी कर दूंगी तुमसे in the rapid volume partnership gain insight into navigating the funding and collaboration, while preparing the innovative teams that drive breakthroughs in neuroscience. It emphasizes the unique challenges women face in the science and research space and provides practical strategies for overcoming them. To engage and technology-driven learning, and for even participants or organizations as learning lab, the program ensures high levels of engagement and measurable outcomes. We hope and pray that participants see equipped with the tools and confidence to lead this and shape the future of neuroscience. We give you all have a distinguished lineup of pre-government investment. We have Dr. Anila Kumar as he said. We have Dr. Sushil and Surendi, Director of Primary Physical Sciences. We have Dr. Kadir Ahmed and Dr. Edmund Shah, Professor Dr. Rafi Shamarala, Professor Badiri Dr. Nimrali Ekbar, Director Campus Professor Dar, and Brigadier Sadi, and the CFO, and today we listen this there. Thank you once again. I would like to that Dr. Saina, the field professor in the department, she has a patient science, department of English. It has a behavioral development and postdoc in behavioral and neuroscience. With the extensive expertise in multiple research projects, Dr. Jewel has an instrument in taking the academic and clinical aspects of the in the field. She has been quite strengthened by education and ethics, and without her management, able to collaborate with multiple organizations and in field work. The team is a bridge between Shifa Tameer-e-Millat University and the organizations that are running all over the world. So, please join me in welcoming Dr. Finance. Thank you. Respected Professor Dr. Taufeeq and the graduates, our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. Anja Kumar, distinguished speakers, Professor Dr. Sunil Arthur Qureshi and Dr. Sajjad Ahmed. They are panelists of today's session, guests, colleagues, and participants. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings to this extraordinary gathering. It is with immense pride and enthusiasm that I stand here to welcome you all to this momentous conference from lab to leadership, women shaping the future of medicine. As a conference chair, I am honored to address you today, not only as a representative of this incredible field, but also to open a conference that celebrates both technical research and the largest contribution from women in the department. Today, we come together to celebrate this remarkable concept that brings together activities at science, innovation, and empowerment. So, we are here for neuroscience conference. Neuroscience at its core seeks to unlock the mysteries of the human brain. Organs that define our humanity, our creativity, and our capacity for change. This field has been shaped by pioneers and innovators who dare to ask the big question, pioneer in labs and clinics, and who broke down barriers so that today's generation can go further. From Dr. Brenda Miller's foundational research on memory, and also Dr. Annie Blake, whose view on the vision ganglia have reshaped understanding on the your decision making ability. So women in neuroscience have consistently expanded our understanding of the mind. So this conference has a testament to those who dare to acknowledge the norm, seeking beyond the boundaries and boundaries to take the leadership role that inspires future generations. It could be someone like me, you, or anyone. So it is a mission of the pioneer, the collaboration, and the managers who prove every day that science and learning and Shibozo is not only possible, but essential. From the art of today, we will have from the video season. Also working panel discussions and the participants in poster presentations that aim not only to share knowledge, to create opportunity for meaningful collaboration. So the diversity of perspective in this auditorium is our greatest strength. And I, to all of you, embrace this moment to connect, to question, and to create. So before we proceed with today's inaugural session, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed Vice Chancellor for their visionary support and unwavering inability to organize this event. I also express my deepest appreciation in collaboration of this event. These are the International Brain Research Organization, the Pakistan Society of Basic and Applied Neuroscience, and the Advanced Education Institute and Research Center. I also express my profound gratitude to sponsors for their sponsoring us, and each of you for your commitment to advance vital dialogue. And also a special thanks goes to every member of the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences as organizing this event. So whether faculty, staff, students. So the department, we are your energy, strength, and teamwork truly distinguish you with the esteemed family. I would like to especially thank the President of PASBAN, Dr. Sadat Ahmed, whose visionary idea for this conference theme has materialized into the success we celebrated. Lastly, but not certainly least, I extend heart gratitude to our Dean, Professor Dr. Wasi Ramadan, and the head of the department, Professor Dr. Leonard Raviva. Their generosity and unwavering support have been instrumental in making this event possible. Thank you, sir. Together, let us celebrate the achievement of the past, tackle the challenges of the present, and shape the future of neuroscience. It is an honor to be part of this transformative movement all of the thought. To make it something like this. So I want to make a very thankful to everyone for it. I would like to invite Professor Dr. Kafi Raju. He is senior faculty of pharmaceutical and life sciences. He is a seasoned pharmacist transformative vision for pharmacy education. He is passionate about preparing students with practical skills that benefit not only them but also patients and the healthcare industry as a whole. Dr. Kafi has had a established career and leadership roles in academia, research, and pharmaceutical manufacturing. He spearheaded the development of finely integrated modular curriculum for doctoral pharmacy, ICMC, and initiated Pakistan's first clinically oriented master philosophy program in collaboration with the leading JCI developer. Professor Raj's visionary leadership has significantly advanced interdisciplinary education and research, fostering excellence across a wide spectrum of healthcare and pharmaceutical sciences. So what is never inviting on the day to go to my teacher and notice that the land common has no that I have research from the foundation. Thank you.
and honor and sweet to welcome all for on behalf of the Vice Chancellor as well. He was a bit busy some other engagements. We will make it requested. Of Shifa Tameer-e-Millat very transformative conference from that to leadership, women shaping today we are not just gathered in a hall, we are standing on the shoulder of the change and transformation. This conference is more than an academic event. It is a declaration that women are not only participants in Pakistan, but powerful architects of the future. Neuroscience is evolving very rapidly and shows the role of women from ground research in leadership and scientific institutions. Women have always been researching how we understand neuroscience and how we lead in this field. Instruments to all that change that is brought by women PhD who are changing the norm and creating pathways for you like this. You would also like to take a moment to accept my deepest appreciation for Dr. Paimon. I'm dedicated and to leading to completely for the management of this event. And to get them possible. A commitment to empowering women and women goes beyond the borders. And I the movement that will resonate for the years to come, inshallah. Your visionary efforts inspire us all, and we are deeply grateful for your leadership. Thank you, Dr. Stan. I also extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed partner, including the International Brain Research Organization, IBRO, the Advanced Education Institute and Research Center, Pakistan Society for Basic and Applied Neuroscience, PASBAN, and last but not the least, the World Women in Neuroscience, WWN. Among many others, also I would like to appreciate the input and support of the audit department, so thank you, Dr. Philippe, in supporting this event. Your support amplifies the voices of women in neuroscience, and together we can create a vibrant global network of collaboration, empowerment, and innovation. I will great honor extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Neela Kamal, Vice Chancellor Already Women University. His presence today is both inspiring and deeply meaningful, in fact, to all of us. Your contribution are a testament to the very spirit and vision and mission of this very conference. Your leadership and accomplishment toward academia and science serve as a powerful testament to the very value we are celebrating here today. So, your vast journey exemplifies the power of women in leadership to not only influence the trajectory of academia, but also to shape the future of entire field of study. We are truly grateful to have you here with us today. Okay. And look forward to the vision and insight you would find out that you share with us. Thank you for blessing us with your presence, right? I would also like to thank Dr. Amir Bhatt, the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences, Professor Athar Imam, Professor Sunil Qureshi, and Dr. Sadat Ahmed for their presence over here today and for support of organizing this event. The theme of this conference, From Life to Leadership, speaks volumes that our mission is about scientific progression with gender equity. We are here today to celebrate the women who have made extraordinary contributions to this field and to empower those who are just beginning their journey, the young youth. But let us also recognize that the theme is not just about progress and research, it is about taking charge, breaking barriers, and playing leadership roles, and historically that have historically been out of reach for this particular gender. Over the next few years, next few hours, sorry, we will engage in thoughtful discussions, explore cutting edge research, hear from the women who have transformed not only neuroscience but also the broader landscape of science and leadership. The diversity of voices and perspectives in this room will foster the kind of innovation we need to take this complex challenges into future. As we move forward, let us reaffirm our commitment to creating a world where gender is no longer a limitation to success in science. A world where leadership is defined by vision and not by gender. A world where women are empowered, not just to boldly, confident, work matters. The work you are a part of the big global community of women in neuroscience who are in the field, breaking new ground and inspiring the next generation of the future. I hope that this conference will ignite new ideas, not only in research, but in leadership as well, that will foster lasting partnership and collaborations and inspire each of you to continue pushing the boundaries of both science, research, and leadership. Together, we can build a future where the leadership of women in neuroscience is not an exception, but a norm. Thank you very much, everyone, for sparing your time coming here, attending. I hope the rest of the conference would enlighten you with the aims and objectives and visions that have already been described by the chief organizer and pronounced by the actors. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a truly inspiring and rewarding experience from this conference. Thank you very much.
For a wonderful reminder to all the young students and women here that we are not alone. It takes a village, and we are here to take the people of Neuroscience. Thank you. The next to join me in welcoming our chief guest, Professor Dr. Neela Kamar. She is a vice chancellor of the Women University. She's a renowned psychologist and a visionary leader with a distinguished career spanning several decades. Her exceptional contributions to the field of psychology has earned her numerous awards, including the prestigious Gangwal Award, recognizing her impactful work in mental health and well-being. Dr. Kamal has been a vocal advocate for breaking the stigma surrounding mental health, emphasizing that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. As once said in a panel discussion, the strongest people are those who can express their vulnerability. Her leadership extends beyond academic administration to fostering dialogue on mental health as a foundation to personal and societal success. Her tenure as the director of National Institute of Psychology, Kazakh University, Islamabad, saw groundbreaking research on critical social issues such as gender, equity, domestic violence, and trauma prevention. To have author and a scholar, Dr. Kamal then and publications in received academic journals and contributions to scholarly books have earned her the National Recognition. Commitment to driving institutional growth and fostering academic excellence continues to inspire students, faculty, and researchers worldwide, making her a beacon of progress and empowerment for education. She inspires scholars, training and welcoming Dr. Professor Dr. Vindhya Kumar. Manirani, Professor Dr. Tawfiq Rapoor, Professor Dr. Amir Dr. Saima Goel, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, brilliant researchers, and distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning. I feel honored and privileged to stand before you today at this incredible gathering of minds. This conference, under the theme of From Lab to Leadership, Women Shaping the Future of Neuroscience, is a celebration of not just the scientific advancement in neuroscience, but the incredible contributions of women who are at the forefront of this discipline. Neuroscience, the study of brain and nervous system, is one of the most exciting and transformative fields of science. And it is a profound truth. Human has been shaping the landscape of science for centuries, often in ways that were overlooked or underestimated. Today, however, we stand at the intersection on leadership, role, and direction, and guiding the critical and critical sector on neuroscience. When we talk about leadership, it's important to remember that it's not just about having a title or a position of power. True leadership in science is about having a clear vision, staying persistent, working with others, and being deeply committed to using knowledge to make the world better. The hard work and dedication of women in legal science remind us on the incredible potential we have inside us. To all the attendees, especially the younger women here, this is your moment. I encourage you, do not doubt your potential. The world needs your brilliance, your innovation, and your courage. Let this conference inspire you to embrace yourself, push boundaries, and lead with confidence. Together, and the government continue excel neuroscience organizers for people and applaud advancing neuroscience. May this conference ignite new ideas, foster meaningful collaboration, and pave the way for even greater achievement. Thank you all. May God bless you. Thank you. Dr. Mila Harbour, University of the Next, I'd like to describe our head of department. We have a department of education sciences, Shifa Tameer-e-Millat University, Professor Brigadier Dr. Anil. He is a highly special leader in the education medicine, known for his contribution to both academic excellence and patient care. His efforts have greatly raised the scope and impact of rehabilitation system. He has served as the founding institute of rehabilitation medicine, and his expertise lies in spinal. He is spoke to all our faculty members. Please join me in welcoming Professor Brigadier Dr. Amir.
Professor Lahama, Dr. Zana Tomji, Dr. Tawseef Rajput, Adi, Dr. our esteemed colleagues, and most importantly, the remarkable women whose work we celebrate today. Good morning. It's an honor for me to welcome you all in this astonishing event from lab to leadership, women shaping the future of neuroscience. Today, we celebrate the achievement to acknowledge their leadership, resilience, vision that continues to redefine the field. This event is another landmark we are making toward inclusivity, innovation, and excellence. Journey leadership is a narrative of overcoming challenges, breaking barriers, and daring to dream. Women have been the forefront of some of the most groundbreaking discoveries from unraveling the complexities of neural network to pioneering therapies that transform life. At this juncture, I would like to highlight a critical tool that usually few innovation. Neuroscience perhaps more than on perspective are understanding of brain very online हो गया पर वो screen cross background and ये डॉक्टर खोल दिया पूछ रहे हैं bring to the table of well-thought type that can are selected around what makes your audience. The mics when my was okay. Sports language on. That's the call actions. A call इसके बाद मुझे line and then that the partner creating an environment which किसकी larger of danger have the opportunity to lead and excel. And the department of we have time, we are creating a hosting an environment that demonstrated to mentor and advocate for people for any environment that works to break the gap in tension and security. Very research case in the let this gathering be inspired you to aim higher, reach further, and embrace leadership role. Your potential is limitless, and your contributions are essential to shaping the future of neuroscience. Together, we honor the remarkable women who have made the world, those who are leading today, and those who will shape tomorrow. Which I am talking about the students of all the four disciplines that we have to do. Thank you very much. May this event decide in all of us, especially innovate and transform life. Thank you very much. Good service. की ऑडियो देगा ऑप्स की ऑडियो
Sir, for your guidance and learning work. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Rina. He's a director of Harvard University Center for Regenerative Medicine. He's a US board certified neurosurgeon and professor of neurosurgery. He previously served as the chair of the Department of Surgery at Harvard University, Sarah. He has a PhD in neuroscience from Northwestern University and has written over 300 manuscripts. His activity was clinical and basic science, cellular and molecular neuroscience and neuro-oncology. Dr. Ina was also the founding president of the Pakistan Society of Experimental Neuroscience.
ठीक है भैया
Pakistan Society of Neurology and member of the Executive Committee of Leading Clinical Council of the American Association of Neurological Surgeons and College of Neurological Surgeons. Based on his contribution to medicine and research, he has been awarded several awards, including silver and gold. He has done the doctor
इसका नोटर पड़ा हुआ है सीटा ये सीटा किधर तो साथ ही
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम and good morning. Can somebody confirm if I'm reaching out? My voice is audible.
Sir, we can hear you, but
speaker sir speaker on yeah speaker
sir, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll wait.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so the audience can hear me now. Am I projecting?
interpretation on system ready
Sir, you can start your talk.
Okay, thank you. So I hope that I'm audible. Once again, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. All distinguished colleagues and mentors and future leaders in neuroscience. I'm sorry, and you should not start a talk with by sorry always, though. Anyway, I'm sorry that I could not be there physically. I wanted to be, but then the notice was too short, and I just could not rearrange my schedule over here. Anyway, it's a privilege to speak at this remarkable gathering, which is celebrating the transformative journey of women in neuroscience. And the theme is very pertinent. It's about time that we should talk about these things more frequently. I want to express my admiration for Dr. Sadaf Ahmed and Dr. Saima Gul for arranging this. And I also want to welcome, although I can't see them, my dear friend, Dr. Sohail Qureshi. I hope he's here listening to me, and rest of the leaders in academia who are present here at this point. So I wanted to give a little personal angle in this message. So the progress of women in neuroscience has been a journey which is marked by resilience and determination. This is known. But then if you look at the history of PASBAN, which was founded in 2007, and one of the main persons who was involved in making this was Dr. Fatima Shad. She is not in Pakistan anymore. She is in Australia, but she was one of the key persons who actually shaped this society. And then it was in a lull for a while, up until in 2013 or so, when Dr. Sadaf Ahmed, she came and because of her vision to launch the annual neuroscience conference, that transformed this idea into a movement in really, and we were able to do the 10th annual neuroscience conference in Lahore this year, a couple of months ago, which was very successful. So, all these things, the women in neuroscience have taken the leadership role. There's no question about it. Similarly, whenever I have organized events like Essentials of Neuroscience course, I have always been amazed by the amount of females attending that course. I once counted in a picture, and the ratio was, not less than 80%. And these experiences basically have given me a profound appreciation of women power and the critical role women play in advancing neuroscience. All this is good, but then there have been immense challenges for women in any field, whether it's science, whether it's neuroscience, or whether it's business or whatever. So just like any other area, neuroscience is not immune to that. But then we have these remarkable women in neuroscience who can be our role model. So, for example, Rita Levi-Montalcini, the Nobel laureate, and I mentioned these stories in my Essentials of Neuroscience course regularly. She was expelled during the World War II back in 40s from University of Turin, and because of fascism. And she worked in her bedroom. She brought her microscope and she worked in her bedroom, and she kept on doing those studies, which was appreciated eventually by Victor Hamburger in Missouri, USA. She wrote letters, and then she was eventually called over there. Then her work on nerve growth factor basically took off, and she got a Nobel Prize on that one. So that's a story of resilience and determination. Similarly, I mention always a story of Hilda Mangold. She was the one who, during her PhD, she found this remarkable principle of organizer effect on the neural tube, and that basically gave Hans Spielmann, her supervisor, a Nobel Prize. Unfortunately, she did not survive. She died in an accident after she finished her PhD. But then later on, her mentor, supervisor, who himself was a very chauvinistic guy, and gave her a lot of hard time while she was doing her PhD. He got a Nobel Prize because of her work. So, despite these stories of determination, the systemic inequities are persistent even today. So, if you look at the Nobel laureates in the first 50 years since it started, only 6% of laureates were women. It has doubled now. It's about 13% in the last 20 years, but still, it's not the right proportion. So there is an issue that prevails across the world. And while this improvement is heartening, what we see in there, but the disparity remains. I mean, look at the story of Rosalind Franklin. I really encourage all the audience to read not only the book of by J.D. Watson, The Double Helix, but also Rosalind Franklin's story as well. And in that, you realize that how her pivotal work on the structure of DNA was overlooked during her lifetime. And when the Nobel Prize eventually was given, it was given to Maurice Wilkins and Watson and Crick. Um, Although it was her work that really started that, the structure thing. Anyway, so women have been dealing with this for a long time. um, Recently, things have been changing, and you have the example of like married Mary Maybritt Moser, who with her husband got the Nobel Prize in grid and place cells, and that is an amazing work. She got it in 2014, and then I always I'm inspired by Susana Herculano Rosell. She's in Brazil. She's a Brazilian neuroscientist, and for the longest time, everybody was saying that the brain has 100,000 neurons and there are 10 times more glia in there. She was the one who actually showed that actually the numbers are wrong. And even Nobel laureates like Eric Kandel have written in their textbooks those numbers, but she basically proved all of them wrong by doing some very innovative experiments. So the world is full of these people who can inspire you, and they inspired me all the time. And obviously closer to home, the leadership of individuals like Dr. Sadaf Ahmed, Dr. Sama Gul, Dr. Sadia Zahid from NAST, Sonia Siddiqui from DUHS, Farhad Batul and Draksha Halim from University of Karachi. They just demonstrate how women are shaping the future of this field in Pakistan also. So their achievements do remind us that the diversity and inclusivity are not optional, but they are essential for progress. I will also like to mention the book by he's an Orientalist, Bernard Lewis. Bernard Lewis, I mean, I don't like who haven't grown in this culture to really comment about it. But anyway, his book, What Went Wrong, is a great book. And in that, he emphasized that this societies flourish when women are empowered. So there were three main things that he talks about, that why from the ages of Abbasid Caliphate and all that things went down. And there were three things. And one of this thing was that because the women power was not appreciated. That was the reason. So anyway, bringing back to neuroscience, with its boundless potentials, we have to provide a level field for everyone to work in this. So I would like to leave the audience with three messages, take home suggestions. One is recognize and support potentials. So you will be leaders, you will be in the lab, and you'll be leaders as well. So whenever, whether in the lab or in any position, actively identify and nurture talent, especially in environments where opportunities are not equally distributed. So at this point, the opportunities are not equally distributed for because of gender bias. So identify and help each other. That's number one. Number two, navigate and negotiate systemic biases. So there is a bias, whether it's Pakistan, whether it's India, whether it's USA, whether it's all over the world. The bias, the chauvinistic bias is there. So the playing field is often not level, and recognizing this reality is the first step. So women must be equipped with tools and strategies to navigate and challenge these environments effectively, whether by seeking allies, building support networks, or asserting their value with confidence. That's number two. Number three is to foster collaboration and mentorship. So it's related to the first 2 points, but then do pay attention to this, that the neuroscience thrives on interdisciplinary and diverse perspectives, and a strong mentorship is important. So with this, I just
होने वाली है तो
uh,
सीरियल लेनी है
with this, I would
नहीं
like to
उसके
leave the
अलावा
audience,
उसको क्योंकि
thanking
अभी तक मेरे
everyone.
पास नहीं
Am I still reaching out there? Because
तो
I'm hearing
परसों
some
ही
disturbance here.
हाँ हाँ नहीं नहीं दी है ना पता नहीं किसको दे दी
Hello, I can hear a voice. Am I still reaching out?
है Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So, and in closing, I would just say that we should celebrate all those great leaders that we have here, and especially Dr. Sadaf and Dr. Sama for arranging this thing, making it, bringing awareness in this thing. I wish I was there physically there. I would have shown you that beautiful picture of Essentials of Neuroscience course that Dr. Sadaf and I did a long time ago. And if you look at this picture, it's a beautiful picture, and 80% of them are women in there. And that's just tells you that where we are moving towards and what we will be, inshallah, in decades to come. So once again, thank you very much. Look forward to working with every one of you. Please join PASBAN. This is the society that is gonna elevate neuroscience in Pakistan, and we need young people like you to work on it. And whenever you get a chance, all the course, all the essentials of neuroscience course or webinar series and whatever we have been doing, just uh, try to attend those, because it will enhance your knowledge base. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So thank you for your patience. Now, the Mexican has talked to this around to never make the time of our time. And it's very important. Every day we hear different things. And little the right first and in the right in your mind. It's very critical. I hope to learn maybe because without you, I would like to pressure several dollars has included many people. He is not that in the over the years of living people and time that he is the in 99 fresh out of it. Then he is laughing in the cancer research finally. And Cambridge University, sir, 20. He went on to the University of Wisconsin and before returning to Pakistan in 2008 until 2011, Dr. Qureshi was at the Al University Hospital. And thereafter, Dr. Syed Babar Ali studied Science and Engineering at Lahore University of Management and Sciences, as Professor in Dean. In 2016, he joined CEPO University as Professor in the Institute of Integrative Biosciences, IIB, and still as Director.
डिस्प्ले ना करो शेयर कर
Was appointed as Vice Chancellor of in January 2024. First to Dr.
चेक करें आप लाइट चेंजेस चल रहे हैं ऑन करें हाँ चल लाइट ये चाहिए तो ये देख सकते हैं
View that regulation is incorporated the of cancer and biology of hepatitis C virus. He is recognized for his expertise in advancing research methodology, fostering innovation, and promoting interdisciplinary collaboration within the health sciences domain in Pakistan. Please join me in warmly welcoming Professor Dr. Sayyid Ahmed Flesh. Thank you.
और to all them quite included. I want to thank Pasban, Simon, Dr. Sada for making this thing happen. Thanks to the Millat University for very this nice venue. I like the arrangement here. So I've been given the task, and it's a task that's very dear to me. Is to talk about creating opportunity, how diversity and inclusion.
Sir, I'll share a Zoom link with you on WhatsApp, and that will have, and you can see Dr. Sohail videos there. I'm closing this Zoom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.